Howdy folks, welcome back to another World of Tanks replay with the mighty Jingles. Before we start, excuse me, I just thought we'd kick off with a quick sort of State of the Union, where I stand in World of Tanks, what my plans are, and what sort of reviews you can expect to be seeing soon. I mean, as you can see, there are some machines that I haven't actually covered in a review yet. Looking at my tank destroyers, the Dicker Max, Tier 6 Premium German tank destroyer, fantastically good machine. Covered it in the patch 7.5 preview, never actually done a review of it on live yet, or shown you any gameplay footage from it on live, and the reason is because I have been playing it a lot, but I haven't had a great game in it yet, which is puzzling, because there are machines far worse than this thing that I've had fantastic games in. But I just seem to be getting average games in the Dicker Max, so I'm going to keep plugging away at it until I get a really good game, or at least a good game, and then slap some footage together and show you this thing in action. Don't get me wrong, it's a great machine. I do love it, but I just don't seem to be getting. I mean, I haven't been getting bad games in it, but I haven't had a really good game in it yet either. So that to come in the future. What else do we have that I haven't actually shown you yet? I think that's pretty much it as far as the tank destroyers go. I have a review or some gameplay footage of every one of these, so you've been pretty well spoiled as far as TDs goes. I don't have any artillery anymore, I've sold them all. Heavy tanks, yeah, I think I've covered all the heavy tanks as well. Yep, I've definitely got a review of each and every one of these guys up. If we got my mediums, I must have covered all the mediums. I can't believe there's a medium tank I own that I haven't shown you a gameplay video of. No, done them all. So there's not a lot else to cover. We go to the light tanks. Yeah, there's a couple of light tanks you haven't seen any footage of yet. AMX-12T. I don't think I've done a video of that. The LOL tractor. Seriously, fully upgraded with 100% crew, this thing turns like a Ferrari. It's ridiculous. It's great fun in low tier games. I mean, you die very easily, but you know, if you know what you're doing, you are dangerous. And I suppose the same goes for the Panzer 35T, the Micro Mouse. I've got a video of that coming up. The Panzer 2. In case you're wondering, my clan here actually stands for Tier 2 for the win. That's why we've got so many Tier 2 vehicles. We do like playing our Tier 2s, just to relax. It's a bit of a stress toy. Of course, we have the mighty radio-controlled Lux. Great little tank. And I've still kept my M3 Stuart and the Chaffee. The Tetrarch, which holds my record for kills in a game. 11 kills in one game. Sadly, don't have the replay. And the T50-2 and the BT2. And these are just my little low tier stress toys. I've sold my AMX 1375. I enjoyed playing it, but the gun just wasn't good enough, and I didn't see what it did as a tier 7 light tank that the Chaffee or the T50-2 or the VK2801 didn't already do, and do better. And I'm probably going to sell the AMX 12T as well, and that's kind of where my problems come down to at the moment. I just don't have enough money. Current resources, 2.5 billion credits, which sounds like a lot until you realise that a tier 10 medium tank costs 6,100,000 credits. And then suddenly, yeah, that actually isn't a lot at all. And I've had to sell, I've sold my GW Tiger, my GW Panther, I've sold my Hummel, I've sold my T32, and all just to try and get some cash together to buy, because if you look at what I've got researched, this is where I stand at the moment. That's what I've got researched in France, the Germans, the Americans, and the Russians. And what I want to do is I want to buy a KV-1 again, and get some replays of that. And I want to buy a KV-2 and a T-150 and a KV-3, a T-34-85, T-43, try the KV-13. I've never played it. Get a KV-1S. I've never played it. There's all sorts of stuff that I want to buy, I hear the Su-76 is a good tank. I mean, look at that, it gets a TF6 gun, that 57mm Cis-2. Wait a minute, that's the same gun that the T-34 gets. Yeah, that's interesting. That might be a laugh, we shall see. Yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of tanks I want to buy again, and in fact, if you look at my barracks, I've still got the crew for most of them. Where are we? Still got the artillery crew, just in case I ever buy them again. The T-25/2 crew, still got them. Still got the T-32 heavy tank crew. I've still got the KV crews, the KV2 crews. So, I could get another replay of these guys up pretty quickly. I still have the crews. The problem is I don't have the bloody money. And again, back to the tech tree. Especially if you look at the American line, you'll see that I have the T-28 prototype unlocked, which I did after. Well, first I unlocked it and then I sold the T-25/2 because I needed the money to buy an E50M. And I've never actually bought a T-28 prototype because I can't afford it, even though I've unlocked a lot of the equipment on it. I'm in the same boat with the M103. I had the T-32, ground the XP for the M103 on it, unlocked the M103, sold the T-32 to purchase an E50M. And as you can see, again, with free experience, I've unlocked most of the M103 already. It's a horrible grind on the M103. Stock is just awful. But I've played it on the test server and fully upgraded. It's a fantastically fun tank. And I want to get a T110E5. So there's all sorts of things that I want to get. I just don't have the money for it. More importantly, I am 26,000 XP away from the M48A1. Well, that's not strictly true. I have 47,000 free XP, but the tier 10 gun on the M48 costs you 45,000. So I'm not far away from getting the M48, but it's 6.1 million credits and I only have 2.5. So that's a lot of games in the Type 59, unless I sell some more tanks. And I don't want to sell more tanks. I want to buy more tanks. I want to buy the KV-1, the T-150. The KV-3, the KV-2, I want to buy the VK3001P, the 3001H, and I want to play them, get replays of them up, so it's kind of a tough position. I need the money, which means I'm probably going to have to sell some more tanks, and I don't want to sell them because the ones I've got I really, really like. And I don't want to sell, I want to buy. So we shall see how things go in the future, but that's sort of the state of play at the moment, so you understand what to expect in the future, and which way I'm planning on going, and what sort of tanks you can expect me to see getting next. All of which in a very roundabout way leads me to the Patton. Had a fantastic game in the Patton today, which I'd like to share with you. It was, let's not give any spoilers away. Doesn't end in the way you might expect it to. Let's just take a look. Well, here we are, Malinovka. It's attack-defend, we're the attacking team, obviously, starting with this side of the map. And, well, speaking of this side of the map, there's a Tiger 2, an E50 and an SU-152. That SU-152 abandons us. The E50 abandons us, which leaves me and a Tiger 2 completely alone on this side of the map. Everybody else on the team, except for an AMX M4, heads up this side of the map and fails. And the AMX M4 is about as much use as tits on a fish because he never leaves this field. He basically sits here for the duration of the entire game. We could really, well, let's not give any spoilers. I may have already said too much, but we'll see how this game goes, and well, you may be surprised at the outcome, let's just say that. So there goes the E50, he's abandoning us to our fate. The AMX M4's coming, and that Tiger 2, you know, he does his best, but there just aren't enough of us over here. Well, it's not strictly true that there aren't enough of us. It depends on what the enemy does and how the enemy team deploys. There's certainly not enough of us over here to attack through these woods, but we can hold these woods and block these woods if we're any good, even though there's only 2 of us. As long as all 12 of the rest of the team get their arse in gear and push up around the church and the woods on this side. Because they're certainly, I mean, look at the map. I'm alone over here. That Tiger 2's coming over. That AMX M4, it's there for the rest of the game and is as much use to the team as an ashtray on a motorbike. Now, I mean, I've got good view range in the Patton, but there's too much soft cover. I can see trees falling up ahead, so I know there's something up there. I mean, I'm not stupid, so I know there's something up there. I don't need to see trees falling, but I'm not charging up there alone. No way! I'll just die for no reason. At the same time, I don't want to be sitting in that bloody bush for the rest of the game. I'm top tier on the team. I need to be doing something, so I'm going to attempt to use this fantastic view range while not getting shot at. There we go. The team have just run into trouble and they've killed a Super Pershing, so good start. Oh, here comes their T-50. Good hit. And the Tiger, yeah. Tiger 2 finishes him off. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've been spotted now, so I need to keep moving, although artillery probably are not focusing on me. There's lots and lots of targets over there for them. That E50 does play a good game. He's got 1 kill already. But these guys are, I mean, we've got 1 tank destroyer and 2 heavy tanks still sitting in our base. What are they defending the base from? We're attacking. So Tiger 2's moving up, and now we spotted the first of the targets in the woods. There's a Panther 2, we know there's a T-29 up there as well. Spotted him earlier. But that ain't all. Oh, trust me, that ain't all.
Enemy is hit.
Any second now, something very big and very nasty is going to pop up on the radar. Now what I'm thinking of doing here is skirting back up into the woods and seeing if I can take some pot shots at the guys that are in there. But then a couple of targets are going to pop up and change my mind. Oh, there he is. The T-95. Now I would love... Oh, there's that M46. I would love to pop up this road and start blasting away at the arse of this T-95, but there are too many tanks in those woods. I would just die. On our target 2 is trying to convince Artie that that T-95 is quite a threat. T-95 sitting in the open are a gift to artillery, but no, they've got better things to do. They're shooting at an STI that's in cover behind the church, so that's, you know, a better target. And unbelievably, our entire team still haven't managed to get past that church.
We didn't even scratch them.
Now I can't remember the exact count of, just to put this into perspective for you, I can't remember the exact count of what is in these woods in front of me, but there's 2, I think, a T-29, a Panther 2, an M46, a KV-4, 2 KV-5s. So that's 5 or 6 tanks, nearly half of the enemy team,
Enemy is hit.
and they're effectively being attacked by me and a Tiger 2.
Enemy is hit.
All 13 of the rest of our team couldn't deal with what was left on the other flank.
Penetration. They blew
Oh,
off our
and I'm
track.
hit.
We're stuck.
And I'm not sure if I actually finished off that KV-4. No, there he is. this should get him. Except that always happens when the next shot is going to kill him. It bounces. Makes me waste another shot on him. There he goes. Okay. But I know they've still got a lot of tanks in those woods. So I'm in no rush to expose myself to their fire, so I'm going to pop over here and see if I can assist and get these punks moving. Okay, so there's a T-34 shooting at them. Well, we can help with that.
That's gotta hurt.
And there's one of the KV-5s. Somebody just hit him. I'm not sure who. And now the Tiger's been spotted. And here comes their artillery. Alright. Enough of this. I'm sick of messing around. Oh, this isn't a very good angle or shot. Not with this accuracy of this gun. I'm going to have to get stuck in. Now, I'm reasonably sure they don't know where I am. I'm going to zip around and use these low bushes as cover. Note that there's only 2.5 minutes of the game left, and it's that 10-minute duration of an attack-defend encounter that really puts an unfair amount of pressure, in my opinion, on the attacking team. Uh-oh.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
So, KV-4, 2 KV-5s, a T-29, a Panther, and an M46. Oh, great.
Punched right through their armor.
So that M26 got at least one good hit into me. It looks like the Tiger 2 took a good shot at him. Oh no, he's dead. 1 minute 46 seconds. We've got to either kill them all or cap. Okay, if I get up to this bush, I should be able to start seeing them. There they are. Kill the Pershing first.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
KV-5 a T-29. Alright, no, I will...
We've got them.
I'm going to kill... Okay, first I'm going to break contact. And then I'm going to get that T-29, because 1 is an easier kill, and 2, remove him, and I can circle the KV-5.
We nailed them back.
And all we need is somebody to cap. Okay, I'll get a hit from this KV-5 on the way up, but 1's all he's going to get.
Enemy is hit.
Yeah, that was quite lucky actually. Hit him, tracked him, made him spin, spoiled his aim. And he ain't ever going to turn his turret fast enough to hit. Okay, I'll let him get this hit because my next shot is going to kill him.
We're immobilized.
I can afford to take the time. 5 seconds of the game left.
We fixed the track. Let's roll.
Defeat. Battle time expired. So that was kind of depressing, but we did bloody well. That's 1,237 experience on a defeat. 68,500 credits. And we got a sniper medal, which is unusual on a Patton. And there you go, 5 kills, 3 damage, 2 detected. 24 fired, 21 hit the target. I mean, I've gone on in the past about how inaccurate the gun is on the Patton, and it is. But choose your shots with care. And, you know, well, there's the evidence. 24 fired, 21 hit. Just a depressing result. Well, no, depressing isn't the word. I enjoyed the game. It was a good game. We did above and beyond the Call of Duty on this side of the map. No question about it. It's just all the guys over here in the northwestern side couldn't find their arse in the dark without a flashlight and written instructions. So we lost. You can't pick your teammates, unfortunately, but the Patton, Tier 9, American medium tank, is still just as good as it ever was. And I mean, that was... You can't see it from the results screen here, but we did 6,000 damage in this game, and that's where all those credits come from. That was a phenomenal amount of damage. It's not the most I've ever done in a game. That particular glory goes to my E50, which I think did nearly 7,000, 6,890 in a game on Westfield. Westfield? No, Redshire. But 6,000 damage is pretty good. So even though we lost, it wasn't my fault. We did above and beyond the Call of Duty. Myself and that Tiger 2. If you have a look at the map, oh, here comes the AMX M4. Yeah, finally decided to get involved in the game with 5 seconds left to go. Fantastic. Yeah, you can't pick your teammates, unfortunately, but you can pick the tank that you play, and if you're any good, you can make well, let's put it this way. I mean, it was a defeat, but it wasn't a complete rout because we were there. And that was certainly, even though it was a loss, that's not a result to be ashamed of. It's just a shame it was a defeat, because that would have been a ridiculous amount of experience otherwise. But I still feel like I had a good game. So yeah, Patton, American Tier 9 medium tank. It's still got it. It's still a good tank, and play it well. And even with a team of complete incompetence, you can still get a decent result. So I hope you enjoyed the replay, and I will catch you next time.